Oh, we are now back at camp.
Different camp, though, however. This is White, what is his name again?
You got my
Gremlin
attention?
Whitebeard.
Yes, this is his...
And he doesn't like trolls.
Not one bit. And so he sends us out to kill the trolls, while I run around killing more rabbits.
And I make rude gestures to him.
Well, you've always been a staunch defender of rabbits.
Yes. In fact, just earlier, before we did this episode, I was doing that quest in Hyjal where you have to save the rabbits and squirrels from the fire. And meanwhile, our guildies were killing critters for the Crittergeddon achievement.
We're so close to that. But here we are killing is this the Frostmane troll clan?
Yes, these are the whelps, so they're like really tiny trolls, because trolls are usually bigger than dwarves.
Oh yeah.
And these trolls are also peaceful for some reason, allowing us to kill them without any provocation whatsoever.
Steal their boxes that they took from us. Because we also had to go and get some supplies for the guys at Whitebeard's encampment.
Yeah. Specifically, though, one of the only gnomes that's in the area. There's only 2 gnomes in Coldridge right now. And I think we are gathering his supplies that were stolen from him by the trolls, while killing troll whelps and scouting the troll soothsayers. And they just stand there while we look at them.
And then they tell us stuff.
And it's something that is kind of strange about the troll soothsayers is that they're actually green. They're not yellow. They're
friendly.
So you can't aggro them at all.
Yeah. And so that's pretty neat, having trolls that are friendly to Alliance characters.
Indeed. Let alone neutral.
Well, I might could see neutral. You know, that Vol'jin sent some people to the Alliance to get them to help get rid of all of the troll Zandalari people in 4.1, so...
I guess that's true. One thing I'm not getting here, though, is the trolls here are ridiculously small, and we're killing them without provocation at all, because they're literally not doing anything against us.
Well, they took our stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not a threat.
They're in our land.
Yeah, they used to be red, aggressive, back in the day.
See, that's one of the changes of Cataclysm has made mobs more peaceful.
Cataclysm has made dwarves, you know...
Angry
killers and murderers.
It's all that alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol is not good for you, kids.
Here's another one of those soothsayers.
Yeah, this one took the longest to get the credit for some reason.
He had a lot to say.
She.
Not,
you can't tell.
Not good with pronouns. Oh, and now we're inside of the cave.
Yeah. At this point, we had to kill some more peaceful trolls, and an elemental who was aggressive against us.
And the leader of the trolls.
Who was actually a normal-sized troll.
Yeah. I guess that's why he got to be the leader. He was bigger than all of them. So, Fire Guy is down, and we're headed over to the boss of all of the Frostmane.
Yeah, and he has this weird aura thing going, too. So he's some sort of special thing. Oh, not that special.
Well, and he was also neutral, which is also kind of weird.
And after that, it was time to leave. So we head off to Coldridge Pass.
So we can walk to Karanos, the next part of the Dun Moreau experience. So we have to say goodbye to everyone we met.
Joran being a freaking awesome dwarf. And then you got these group of dwarves all ganging up on one Trog.
That's called unnecessary amount of force.
Yeah. And you walk up this path. It's pretty not exciting, actually. It's just a path.
And so, normally, you run up here and leave. And there's a bunch of Trogs, you know, in the cave there and in the pass.
Hi,
and so you just kind of have to run and hope you don't die. And here's a gnome!
Mm-hmm. Oh, and something's moving. Oh, no, okay then.
Oh, dear!
Sure.
Aw. Cold Ridge Pass is caved in. How are we gonna get out of here now?
Well, the gnome has launched a flare and has pointed us in the direction of
Good day to you.
a gyrocopter.
Very well then.
Okay. Well, he seems to have shot 2 flares.
I wonder why. It couldn't possibly be because there's 2 of us.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So we have to go talk to the gnome down at the bottom. So we're literally going back the way we came. So we're backtracking, which is normally not a good thing to do in video games. So I'm surprised Blizzard made that choice.
Yeah. She could have had the gyrocopter come down right on top of the flare guy. But
And you kill another rabbit.
I'm telling you, I will kill them all.
Thanks.
Alright, but before we can leave, we have to go collect some supplies.
All right, then.
Oh, of course. We don't want our gyrocopter to crash.
Very good.
Yeah, so we have to backtrack even more. Say hi to the awesome dwarf. And go back to Anvilmar and collect meat and drink and then whatever the third thing was.
Merriment.
Uh,
So this is really one of the big changes of the 1 to 5 experience from original, where you would run through that pass, and now we have the gyrocopter to just fly you through. So interesting there. Talk again to the Banffo Peeves wife.
to meet you.
We did fail to mention a little while earlier, off screen I believe, you have your first class quest. And that's just you train your ability, you become better as a whatever class. Like as a warrior, I learned charge and I practiced it. And what did you learn as a paladin?
I learned Seal of Righteousness and Judgment, so I got 2 abilities.
Oh, look at me, I'm a paladin.
Yeah. And I also picked up that awesome aura of,
Devotion.
devotion aura. So your armor is increased as well, just by being next to my awesomeness.
Wow, I'm glad that I hang out with you.
So we don't take the stairs back down, because, stairs are...
Take too long,
Yeah. Of course, we have to take these ones, of course.
because you can't jump up, you can jump down.
Yes.
But yeah, so those quests, they just depend on which class you get an ability, and so yeah, it's real cool. And now we have all our supplies, so we say goodbye, hopefully, for the last time to Anvilmar, and go turn in our supplies. You might notice our pets following us, running around. I have my core hound, and I believe Waffles has the little pink one.
Yes. And here's one of the rare sights, you see.
Very well,
this is
then.
a double gyrocopter that we somehow managed to get a hold of.
Yes, they are very rare. They are actually just the same speed as a regular gyrocopter because of the double increase in weight.
Yes. And twice as loud.
Yes. So we fly over the mountains and leave Cold Ridge Valley once and for all.
Yay, never to see it again. Goodbye and good riddance.
It was fun while it lasted, but we're glad to be in other areas.
Without the Cold Ridge Pass there anymore, this pathway that we're following in the gyrocopter seems kind of pointless, because nobody's going to want to follow that road anymore.
No, not really. I mean, unless you wanted to go out to the frozen lake area or stuff like that, which I'm sure there's quicker, easier paths. But it's good scenery for this flight.
Yeah, overall, since the zones, this zone hasn't changed that much physically, but the quests are all, there's less quests, less filler quests and chains and all that stuff. So this zone is actually bigger now because of that,
And you get done fast.
Yeah, you're not doing half the stuff in the zone, so you're not going to explore as much.
And so now we've landed Caronis. We're going to go talk to the Griffin Master, pick up our next quest, where I believe we're going to fly off to visit Ironforge.
Yes, indeed. We have to go deliver supplies. Every race has this quest now. Originally, it was a Draenei and Blood Elf only kind of quest, where you would go to the Griffin or Hippogriff Master or the Dragonhawk Master, and they would send you off to go collect some supplies of some sort.
Bat Handler.
Yeah, and you would have to come back with those supplies, and you would get a free ride.
And it lets you really experience the the city. There's the big statue there of, I believe that's Modus.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Anvilmar.
Yes.
And here we are in the Great Forge with the ever-ending pools of lava.
I wonder where that call comes from.
Because it's a big, huge forge.
Yeah. Well, I'm just wondering where they get it.
But before we go and collect the item we want, we decided, hey, let's go check out the Council of Three Hammers. So we went off to the throne room, and I was specifically interested in seeing the fact checker of the Wild Hammers.
Yes. That is also known as the NPC who got put in the game due to the red shirt guy from BlizzCon 2010, I believe.
Mm-hmm. He's really short for a dwarf. He's almost a gnome in size.
So you got Moira up there, you got Muradin in the middle, and on the right you had Falstead.
Now we're going down to Old Ironforge because, well, we had to pay our respects.
Yeah, this just recently got put into the game, actually. Well, legally.
It was always there.
You just got, like, permabanned if you tried to hack into it. The GMs got really mad if you came. So it's really beautiful. I'm like that they added this whole area, very expansive, and now we're approaching the former king, frozen in diamond.
Magni Bronzebeard.
How we miss him.
And his royal guard, off to the right there.
You said that one dwarf is a little bigger than most other dwarfs?
Yeah, he's a bit more stout, actually. Like, oh, and I guess that was it.
So I guess we'll just sign off with our Dwarven episode. Bye.
Bye.